Hi everybody, and today I have been asked by one of my colleagues in the office to come and have a look at a property that she's just carried out a checkout on. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Following on from my post, it was just over a week ago now, a bit of a rant really, about mould and mildew. We're here again. Now, let's be honest, a modern property, 3 beds, semi-detached, good location. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is or who the tenants were or anything, so that would be very unfair. However, moreover, the point that why give a property back in this condition? Why are you living in a property and letting it get into this condition? So a modern house really shouldn't really have rising damp unless outside the patio is sort of too high, so the damp proof's been breached, or maybe a gutter's overflowing, which is what I suspect has been happening here. So the tenants haven't abided by their tenancy and kept the gutters and drains free flowing. Well, free flowing, yeah, up over the side and back into on the house. So I'm just going to spin you around. I mean, look at that. I ask you, if you were living here, okay, just going to bring you back round to me. Sorry about that. If you were living here and you had children, actually irrelevant of whether you've got children or not, if you're living here and you're paying good money for a rental, okay, don't you want to be fit and healthy and get the best out of it? I know I would, and to give a property back in this condition is just so unacceptable. Don't know if you can see on the carpet there, we've got snail trails, which means obviously that is moist, and that is generally going to be coming from sort of overflowing gutters, because it's not appearing anywhere else in the house. So if it was a roof issue, it'd show upstairs. It's not even doing that. Just again, it's just, we've got it over here. If you have a look, I'm sure we can see it there. But the carpets, they've not even been cleaned. I don't know if we can pick this up really, so I'm not going to waste your time on that one. But toilets, so basically when the tenants moved out, they've taken the washing machine out, which is fine. I get that, you need to take that with you. But instead of capping off the washing machine pipe and stopping the excess water, they've just left the water off, carried on doing what they're doing in the house, moving out, and then let people use the toilets. Really? Come on, right? Cap off the washing machine so the water's not pouring out everywhere, if that's what you need to do, or turn it off, whatever's needed, but don't use the toilet and then just leave it. I mean, that is just barbaric. That's not acceptable. Kitchen. That was a brand new hob. Look at it. I mean, that's disgusting. And then also here, look, you see what's happened? So, and I just don't want to get too close. It's just, it's disgusting. It's just not on. So basically what's happened here, my first impression when my colleague showed me the photographs and I've come to see today, possible chipped pan, something like that, or a frying pan. You can see the marks on the ceiling. Look at that. That is just misuse, neglect, no respect for the property, no respect for the landlords. But no, let's be honest, when I grew up, and I was always taught respect other people's items, I suppose is what you want to call it. When you use something, you give it back in the same condition you got it. And the tenants here just couldn't give a monkeys. I think it's just disgusting. But the story I kind of want to get across, and I will show you the garden in a second because this is just brilliant what they left behind. And we have checked the inventory picture, so no, it wasn't given in this condition when they took it. We marketed this property, we found a tenant for it, moved the tenant in, and then the landlord managed it themselves. Same old story as we had on the other one. Why are landlords not checking their properties? Guys, if you're a landlord, or if you've got a friend who's a landlord and they look after themselves, yeah, well, I've got a friend who's renting it, they've been there 5 years, they're fine. Ask them, when did you last inspect your property? When did you last go and have a look? Go and have a detailed look. Here, where we've got this mould here, very clearly I can see on the floor, I don't know if you can spot down there, we've still got the dust marks. That was probably where the sofa was. So again, it wasn't being allowed to breathe. So if you are inspecting a property, have a look down behind the sofas, down behind units that are on sort of the external walls, so to speak. But yeah, when did you last look? When did you last check it? Do it, because this is now going to cost the landlord. We've got a deposit, obviously, that's standard. That's capped now because the government came up with a brilliant idea of not allowing any more than 5 weeks. But just look at the marks on the door. It's gross. So I'm going to finish off with showing you the garden. This is genius. Just going to spin you around. Hold on a second. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So it kind of, I don't know, why would you leave that? Bang in the middle of the lawn. It's got nothing to do with the property. It's not fencing or anything. It's just, I can't be asked to take that with me. I'm not going to bother. They haven't bothered cutting the grass, looking after it at all. Actually, I dare have a quick peek down the side here. Yeah, it's just, well, nettles growing. Guys, come on. So if you're a landlord, do not rely on what your tenant's telling you. Yes, fantastic if they're paying you a monthly rent and they're paying you every month. That's fantastic. That's great. That's what you want. But what you don't want is what this landlord's now got to deal with, because he hasn't bothered to inspect the property, okay? And you need to look after this. Fortunately, these tenants have now bought a house, so no other landlord at the moment is going to have to put up with these idiots who are in here, not looking after it, bringing up a family where you've got mould, mildew. I think it's one of those cases. I always heard a joke, and when we look back at the kitchen, the fire or smoke damage that's happened. If you don't hear the smoke alarm today, you've got Santa fatigue. That's probably the same in their next property. So I feel sorry for any neighbours that are going to be moving into them or next door to them, because you don't really want that in your back garden, do you? All right, you bought a brand new house or you've got your own home and people just don't look after it. It kind of has an effect on you, I think. We all want to look after each other. We want to make sure that everyone's fine. Actually, fingerprints. Look at it. Look at it, disgusting. So if you are a landlord, again, I'm going to say it again and again and again, get out, get the inspections done on your own properties. If you're fully managed and you haven't seen up-to-date inspections, there's no reason that agents can't do inspections now. Even during COVID, we were doing remote ones. So we were asking tenants to do self-inspections, which is very possible today with modern technology, and it worked really well. Tenants were more than happy to do it. But if you don't manage it, please go and have a look at it. If you get any questions, give me a call, 01233 501 601. And I'm looking forward to going back to my home, which is nice and clean and tidy. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.